Good day, and welcome to another episode of Monday Re Tsene with Pretoria Psychologists. My name is Ramasodi Mona. I work as a facilitator with various community groups. Today we'll be touching on the issue of mental health with regards to men. And I want to start off by saying, Majida, there is help out there for us. And when I say out there, I don't mean out in the big cities or in town, but in the communities we find ourselves. There are organizations and institutions that have professionals that can help us deal with the problems that we have. So don't sit and worry that there's no one who will help you. Maybe they won't help you with money or immediate solutions, but they can at least give us a way out of the challenges that we find ourselves in. So maybe we can define or outline what is mental health. So mental health has everything to do with your emotions and your mind, how you process things, how you handle your emotions. When you are not mentally healthy, then you can't function as a person. And I know as men, usually when you even hear the words mental health, you run away or even our minds shut down. But it doesn't have to be this way. There are habits that we can look at to see how we can identify mental health, if it's good or bad. So with the habits that we have, the things that we do, which is these habits, they form our mental health. They decide how our mental health is, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So you find that the TV shows that you watch, the movies that you watch, all kinds of media that we consume, whether it's music, the radio, the books, newspapers, articles that we read, these all add to the state of our mental health. And also the people that we interact with, they also contribute to how our mental health is. If what you are consuming is always negative, they're always telling you things are bad, things are not going to work out, the news, this can affect your mental health in a way that your worldview can even be altered because of the way your mental health is being fed, So we need to find things that will feed our minds in a positive way. As men, we have a habit of suppressing emotions, and we do have emotions just as women and children, yet our emotions are expressed differently. With mental health, we are not saying men should sit in a circle and cry, because that's not how men are wired. Yet we are also not saying do not cry, because as a man, and when you do have emotions, those tears should come. Tears are a sign that your body works just like any other function, like yawning, seeing, and tasting. So as a man, if you don't show those emotions, then we could essentially say that you are dead, because only dead people don't have tears. So the habits that we form, they then will decide what state our mental health is in. So we need to find people who will feed into our lives positively. We need to read books, read articles that will feed our emotions and help us to control our emotions. Interact with people who will show us that if you get angry, there's no need to be full of rage. Don't get angry to the point where you are full of rage. Rage is a sign that there are things that have made you angry and you didn't deal with the anger. So now it's all bursting and it's coming out as rage. We have other extreme emotions like jubilation. When you are too excited, we know that things can go wrong as well, because maybe you can drink too much or you can get too excited and not even think about your surroundings, So as a person, you need to always learn how to control your emotions, and that if as a man you need to express emotion, let it be in a way that you can control it and it's not harmful towards others. As men, we find ourselves expressing emotions, and we want the people that we live with, the people around us, to accept them, and we find that those emotions are unhealthy towards other people. And that's what makes men's mental health to be quite toxic, because our emotions are expressed in a way that is harmful towards other people in most cases. So keeping your mental health well is when you interact with others, you consume content, the music you listen to, the books you read, the movies you watch, in a way that will teach you how to function in a society with other people in a healthy way. And maybe you might ask yourself, why is this so important? As a person, you will be making decisions rather, as a man. And those decisions can't be based on warped ideas about what you, or rather, it can't be based on warped emotions. It can't be based on warped reasoning, because your reasoning can cloud your judgment. Your emotions can cloud your judgment. For example, you want to take your child to school, but then the mother has not allowed you to interact with this child. So you've been seeing this child illegally, or you've been stealing moments to see them. When it comes to the decision of you paying school fees, it's not about whether you've been seeing this child or not, but it's more a matter of this child needs to get educated. So if you allow that emotional decision to cloud, that emotional circumstance to cloud your decision whether your child goes to school or not, you will be ruining that child's life. So as men, we need to find ways to deal with our emotions. I spoke of institutions and organizations earlier regarding how you can tackle your mental wellness. So you can either find ways to handle your mental health, find psychologists, social workers in your community, those of us who are employed. Most employers have employee wellness programs. You can go there to talk to them. If that is not maybe an avenue that you would like to pursue, you can also find someone in your family, your parents, your siblings, an uncle, a cousin. Find someone that can help you see your problems from a different perspective. Then that will help you in making better decisions. It will help you in making rational decisions. If that is not an avenue, when we talk to guys regarding their mental health, some of them have suggested playing sports or taking up a hobby. When you're dealing with certain situations and you go and partake in that activity, when you come back, your head has stabilized, your mind has stabilized, you are able to make better decisions regarding that situation. If that is not also your cup of tea, then maybe you can journal, which is my preferred way of dealing with emotions and complex life issues. You can find yourself journaling or take up art, just to process and to put the thoughts and situations out there so that you can be able to see them in a different light, And to my last point, I would like to say to the guys, please, let's go out and seek this help. Let's not sit and wonder and wallow in our problems when we know, or rather when there is a world out there that is ready to help. The world is ready to help, not just people, but men in particular, because there are roles that we have to play and things that we have to do in society, but we can't do them if we are stuck in our world, stuck in our issues, stuck in our problems and challenges. Reach out to the world, get that help you need so that we can function better as a society. Thank you for joining us for this episode. We will see you in the next session.